What is up, my original eagles, and welcome to another Call of Duty gameplay. But what I want to talk about today is roster mania. So just a brief thing before I start is, as you probably already know what I'm going to say is, by the time I'm making this video, by the time it's up tomorrow, there'll probably be a lot more, maybe a few more changes. But that's not my fault. I put it up then. I can't really do anything about that. But if there is any more changes, I will either retweet it, favorite it, or I will post it. Like, I'll tweet about it on my Twitter, which will be in the link in the description below. So let's get into this. So the first team that we're going to look at is Enigma 6. They announced that, Parasite announced first that he left, and then Enigma 6 announced that Parasite has left because he has gotten a better opportunity that will benefit him. And then shortly after that, Enigma 6 announced that Emruz has been dropped and went to Tactical Turtles, which has now the three out of 4 players that were on this starting Enigma 6 team, and of course they left and got dropped and everything like that. So this Enigma 6 team consists of Proofy and General. So they'll be looking for 2. They've been looking for 2 in scrims, tournaments and everything. So I'm going to try and do a pun with this. So if we isolate this empire, bants. So if we move over to Isolation Empire, Dido posted saying we will be using Parasite as our sub for League team, as he put it. So I'm presuming that they're going to be going to Gfinity. They might be going to Gfinity anyway. I hope so now. And probably be using him for the rest because one of their players, I think it's Lamagod, I think that's his name, can't be there because he's still out of the country. And they can't use, I think his name's Havoc, I think it is, or they can't use some other lad because he's actually been banned by MLG for something or other. So if we go to Trees Up Enterprises, they announced their 4th will be Miyagi. So their roster now consists of, 3rd. Where am I going with 4th? God. What was it? Khalif, Strife, and Miyagi. So I don't really know much about this team, but all I know is they're kind of bad. But I think with Miyagi on this team, with Khalifa and Strafe anyway, with these 2, that he'll actually do good because he's going to be the main slayer for this team. Then if we go over to Team Elevate parted ways with Apathy and picked back up TJ Haley, or Halley, whatever you want to call him. And then Rise Nation swooped in really, really quickly, which I was really surprised, and picked up Apathy. So I didn't expect this, but I think that Elevate should have stayed with Apathy because their team looks so strong now. Well, it would if they stay with their team because it's, Slacked Classic Replays and Slasher now. Like TJ Haley would be in there, but for the Gfinity thing, for the official rules, the Team Elevate have to play with Slasher, Slacked, Classic and Replays. I don't know why. I think it's because TJ Haley isn't the right age for it or something. I don't know. But as you already know, Gfinity will be the next tournament, so that's going to be Gfinity's Summer Championship, and there's already 4 teams that have already announced that they're going to London to compete for their share in this massive prize pool of $100,000. So that's big. That's one of the biggest prize pools that I've seen since Black Ops 1. Well, like I've been there more or less from Black Ops 1 up. I've seen clips, I've gone back and seen tournaments and everything, and they have not been that big. So the teams that have announced are FaZe Clan, Team Elevate, Optic Nation and Optic Gaming. So as you already know, I'll just say who's on the team. So FaZe Clan have Clayster, Enable, Zuma and Attach. Team Elevate has Slacked, Classic, Apathy and Saints. I think I'm not really sure because it said that they were using replays and then they weren't using replays in Slasher. So I don't know what's going on. I think they're going to use replays in Slasher anyway. Optic Nation is, of course, as everybody already knows, Embos, Ricky, Miracles and Mochila. Optic Gaming, of course, everybody definitely knows these. Scump, Crim6, Formal and Karma. So I just kind of want to say from these four teams, I think Apathy and Saints, Classic and Slacked on Team Elevate would have worked pretty much. I think that would have been a better team if they stayed together. Optic Nation, you know, they've kind of been a team for a good while. Miracles, Ricky and Embos, they're kind of the three that have been together for ages, especially in Ghosts. They were together in Ghosts. Well, of course, they had Killa on that team as well, but with Mochila on this team, I think it's a lot better. But slaying wise, they really need to up it. Really need to up it because they didn't do great at the last UMG. And if they want to do good now and go over and play some big teams that are in Europe, they're really going to have to play, like really have to play good. But then the next event that was announced after this Gfinity was UMG Washington, which is hashtag Scuff50k it's going to be called, I'd say. And this should be good because this is going to show right after Gfinity there's going to be a lot that was not Squeak, by the way. A lot of roster changes, and I'll be covering them. I will be covering them. I'll tell you who won Gfinity, what's it going like and everything, when it's starting and everything. But yeah, that is it, guys. I hope you like, favourite and subscribe. This has been your boy ORiGiNALz, signing off.